Low-key Taco Tuesday.
Low-key Taco Tuesday, and just let everyone know that we got vaccinated. We are
Hot,
vaccinated.
hot, hot taco vax summer.
Are you
That
ready
doesn't make
for a
sense.
hot? We don't have to pay for internet anymore because we're 5G.
Yeah.
You know, the internet just like comes out of us. Actually, maybe we should share with the audience that we're magnetized now.
Jesus
Not
Christ.
sure.
Help! Ben, I'm stuck to the microphone.
So yeah, maybe we'll just tell people what's going on there.
Yeah,
So
like
we
a
just
real
only
life
recently got the second vaccine, the second shot, one of the mRNA ones. Kind of felt sick a couple days after that, but it's such a relief to kind of feel like we have that now. They kind of got us thinking about like, are we gonna like change up our routines and stuff? Are we actually gonna leave the house now?
Because for so long, for like a year and a half, I just kind of was just living in this lull of life where I was kind of in a
It's
void
depressing.
where I didn't know what was next. And I guess I kind of accepted the reality of like, yeah, I'm not going to an office. I'm not leaving the house. We're not traveling. I'm not seeing family. And that's just the way it's going to be. Like I
Yeah.
just lived in that space for so long that now I don't know how to leave it.
Yeah, for so long, I think we were sort of like thinking about like, oh, just wait until we're vaccinated. But now that it's done, it's like, what's actually going to change? So like,
Yeah.
maybe we should tell people like, so we live in Ontario, province
Ottawa.
in
La
Canada.
capitale du Canada.
And yeah, things aren't like completely open or anything like that, but we are starting to see people, eating on patios and non-essential businesses letting people in limited capacity with like distancing and things like that.
But that's only just started very recently. And I think only in 2 weeks or so from now will inside dining actually begin to be allowed again in Ontario.
That's right. So they're reopening gyms and indoor dining very soon. So that is kind of like the last step before, I guess, what it would mean to actually just reopen things.
And I think a lot of my followers are surprised by that because I know that most of my audience is from the States. So everything is kind of happened a lot faster in terms of fast tracking like access to vaccine in the States and things reopening or just already staying open in the States. So a lot of my American audience is like surprised to hear that you guys can't eat in a restaurant still. Like that's weird. So I understand that people are like, what still? But yeah, like it's true. We've been like in a basic lockdown for
Long time. Yeah.
half a year or more. It kind of went in and out of lockdown in our province, which was another issue.
Yeah. And I guess we don't want to get too political about it, but like our province, the leader of the province got a lot of heat, a lot of criticism for how they handled the pandemic. And I think deservedly so, because I think looking back on this in history books, it will be able to sort of point out like some of the things that worked and some of the things that didn't. And I feel like there were a lot of choices made about like restricting access to like outdoor public spaces and golf courses that was like totally inconsequential when we'll know it was like spread was happening in businesses because
Or, like,
people weren't staying
warehouses,
home when they
yeah.
were sick. And like there's some obvious things here, right? But
Yeah, I was just merely like painting a picture for our American audience who had just can't fathom that we've basically been in lockdown for like a year and a half.
I think the biggest difference is that we haven't really had access to vaccines as quickly as the US did, right?
That's
And
right.
honestly, Canada started getting more vaccine supply after Americans started to be hesitant to get vaccinated.
Well, yeah, once it kind of reached a saturation point where everyone in the States who wanted a second or a first shot had already had the opportunity, but like passed on it, that's when we saw vaccine supply in Canada kind of increase.
Yeah, so we very quickly, I think Canada got into a place where a significant portion of the population has gotten at least their first shot.
Yes.
And for a long time, they were telling people to wait months before getting the second one.
And that was us.
And we were in
Yeah.
that group too, right? So we got our first shot, well, only a couple months, not even 2 months ago, actually.
Yeah.
But once we started getting more vaccine, they were able to accelerate the second booking, right? So what that looked like for us was like getting onto a government website at 8 a.m. in line with like 100,000 other people
To try and reserve our
try
spot.
to reserve
It was like a limited edition drop. Okay, that was the hype.
It's like waiting for a new Holo Taco collection.
Exactly. Like I was texting
spot.
my coworkers just because people who are local to me were like, "Are you on the website?" Yeah, I'm number whatever in line. Am I going to get in? What date did you get? Like, it was kind of crazy.
We couldn't just buy our way to the front of the line. It was
Nope.
kind of shocking.
Shocking. Well, yeah. I don't think that's how it was in the States, though, either, was it?
I don't know. I know there were Canadians who were like flying to Florida
To get
at
it
the
early.
beginning to get it early,
Yeah.
right? Although I'm not sure if they put a stop to that or not.
Yeah. But anyways, we are vaccinated fully with our second dose, but we kind of fought and woke up really early to get that second dose earlier. We would have been waiting, I think, until September if we didn't change or try and look for an earlier date for this.
And I should say, I barely felt. I've heard some people say like they got really sick or their arm was like very sore. I didn't feel much of anything at all, to be honest.
I was
like
pretty bad.
Yeah, like I had a pretty bad headache for a little bit, but nothing that bad.
So here's a fun anecdote. It hurt me because my arm, like I guess my muscles are more sensitive to it, and I'm in the middle of swatching right now for an upcoming Holo Taco collection, and so my arm hurt for a couple days when I was trying to like swatch, like the worst timing. But again, we just took whatever appointment that was the earliest that was available to us, so it wasn't something I was even planning. Like that just did not line up as ideally as I would like. But
You are your own boss. You could just call in sick to work. You just leave a voicemail for yourself.
The swatches must go on then.